Hello. I am heading home from work and it is officially holiday time. Pretty exciting. I also today received an email telling me I can now register to get my F1 tickets, because in China you don't actually get a ticket. You get assigned a ticket and you have to register your passport and your face ID, and apparently when you get there you're going to walk in straight through some sort of facial recognition onto the track without anybody doing any sort of ticket check, which is a cool idea. There's plenty of reasons to think that that's a little bit dystopian, but certainly very convenient, so we'll see how that actually works in practice. But yeah, so when I get home I'll be jumping onto that website to see how that works and if we can make it happen. I believe it'll be fine. We have a bit of a general gist of what we're doing. We have a hotel booked in Shanghai for the week of the Grand Prix, and so when we get over there we'll have a few days before. I think we're landing Tuesday afternoon, and so obviously the F1 doesn't really kick off until Friday. We have a few days to get settled and explore the city a bit before the actual Grand Prix. Then obviously we'll be out at the track for most of those days. That being said, it does actually finish pretty early, I think like 5 o'clock even for the race, something like that. So we're probably, we'll have some stuff to do, some time to fill in the evenings. We're not going to just go to bed at 7 o'clock on holiday. So that could be interesting. We don't really have any solid plans as to what we're going to do. We'll play it by ear. There's been talks of maybe visiting Shanghai Disneyland. So that could be fun. I think we probably will do that, but there's nothing particularly set in stone. And then for the rest of the trip, we have some loose cities that we're going to visit. Chongqing, Suzhou, I always pronounce this wrong, Zhangjiajie, probably completely butchered it, but there's a national park which was used in the Avatar movie with the really cool, big, rocky, sort of strange trees growing over these massive rocky outcrops things, which has got some exciting stuff to do. We're going to be there for at least a couple of days, I believe, to try and get involved in all those activities. Beijing, where we'll go to the Great Wall and probably some other more historical stuff around Beijing, and then back to Shanghai before we fly home. There's probably a lot of stuff in there that I don't know exactly what it will look like yet. Happy to sort of play it by ear a bit. Tiana's put a bit of a plan together, but we're pretty fluid on it. We're not sort of locking anything in. We don't expect to have issues finding hotels or access to things like stuff being booked out. We're not expecting to have a lot of those problems, so it means that we can be a bit looser with the plan, and hopefully that doesn't bite us. But if it does and we just end up stuck in a place because we can't go anywhere else, whatever, we'll play it by ear. Don't really care, it's a holiday. I guess that's probably it, so I'll probably cut it off shortly. This is a little intro into the content, a little bit of a test of the equipment. I've got a GoPro and worked on getting the time code and syncing that up and seeing how that all works, and little Rode Wireless Pro mics, recording on board, 32-bit float if you want to get a little nerdy. Pretty cool technology that makes life very simple. You don't have to worry about levels or anything. You turn it on, you hit record, and then that's it. And then afterwards, match the video and the audio up, and Bob's your auntie, and off you go. So hopefully pretty cool. The hardest part to me from this previously is the actual post-editing, and when you end up with so many video files and stuff and you're trying to trawl through it to find what was actually useful and what's good, that's sort of the hardest bit for me. So I've tried to come up with a workflow that's going to make it easy to document what is what and when things happen, so that I can make it a bit easier for the post editing. And then what am I going to do? Upload a single big video to YouTube, little ones, Instagram, I don't know. Figure that out as we go. But yeah, pretty excited. Work is now over for me until April, basically my birthday, April 8th is when I go back to work, a little over a month from now. I don't think the holiday mode is really set in for me, but pretty excited and a little anxious about the trip. Lots of unknowns and the scariness of going to a country where you don't speak the language or can't read the language, and you know, some different customs. It'll be not a massive culture shock. I'm not expecting to get there and be like, oh my god, but obviously it's going to be lots of little different things and pretty exciting. So yeah, that'll be it. I'm signing out. I guess I will catch you in the future. Ciao.